Hi. Meeting the Lord in silence. In the Gospel of Mark, the women who discover the empty tomb are stunned into silence. The angel says to them, Christ is risen from the dead, he is not here. And then Mark says, the Gospel writer Mark says, and the women went out and they fled from the tomb, for trembling and astonishment had come upon them. And they said nothing to anyone, for they were afraid. The Gospel then, of course, goes on and says that he met Mary Magdalene, then he ran into 2 disciples, and then he met with the remaining 11 apostles, of course. But let's go back to this phrase. For trembling and astonishment had come upon them, and they said nothing to anyone. Folks, sometimes when something astonishing and awe-filled happens, sometimes we simply have to meet it and hold it in silence. For instance, the birth of a child or a miraculous event. Sometimes we hold that. We have to hold that in astonishment and silence. A spiritual revelation which somebody shares with you. A tremendous act of kindness which happens to you or you observe somebody else doing. A sense of God's real presence. Certainly, trembling and astonishment should take us to silence in an event like that. Or a moment which makes you shudder with awe in prayer. As the psalmist says, be silent, all flesh, and know that he is God. So, hey, enjoy these 40 days after Easter, which are filled with joy in the resurrection. And by the way, there is no fasting during these 40 days. And in silence, deeply take in the Lord's blessings, the Lord's goodness and possibilities. Then go and be kind and loving and respectful to the next person that you meet. Christos Hariavi Merelots, Christ is risen from the dead. Have a great whole rest of these 40 days. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.